This podcast is sponsored by Darling Eyewear. Activate your alter ego with Darling Eyewear and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlingeyewear.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to a new episode of the Lead Life Experience Podcast. You have Angie and Demetrius here, and we will be your hosts for this evening. Again, thank you. Those of you, if you new, just joining in, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Don't keep us to yourself. Go ahead and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend. And again, if you are some of our number one, you're our A1 since day one, we want to tell you, hey, thank you. Thank you so much for rocking with us. We appreciate every bit of your participation along with this podcast journey. Demetrius, how you doing today?
I'm doing this lovely, honey bunch.
Wow.
Thank you for asking, baby. Thank you for asking.
All right, listen, we're going to Macon, Georgia. We're going to go down to Macon, Georgia, and being able to see exactly what they have going on in the down in Georgia.
Oh, you getting right to it, ain't you?
Yeah. So we're not wasting any time. Okay, so it's a Dear Lee Life Experience Podcast. I recently came across a TikTok video featuring a 60-year-old woman who left her husband of 7 years. She shared how she's now running into men who are only interested in the sex and not into building a meaningful relationships. I'm 57 years old and I'm going through the exact same thing in my life with men. It seemed frustrating and disheartening, to say the least. I'm writing to you from Macon, Georgia, because I love to hear your thoughts on the subject. Have you experienced anything similar? How do you navigate dating at this age of life, especially when it feels like so many men aren't looking for commitment? Any advice or insight you could share would means a lot to me. Thank you for taking the time out to read my letter, and I'm looking forward to hearing from your perspective. Sincerely, Tammy.
I'm gonna let you have it, honey. Why don't you start this one out here? I think she asking you kind of weird for me. I'm not answering it, but I'm gonna let you to set the ball for it.
Well, I just read it, so I got to kind of ponder on it a little bit.
Y'all women all that dating. So go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all handle it.
Well, Tammy, thank you, number one, for writing in and trusting us to dissect, your concerns. And I'm gonna say that those of you, if you know our story, if you're new to us, go back all the way to podcast 1, and it'll bring you how Demetrius and I was married, divorced for 10 years, and remarried. So being able to we know about dating within those 10 years and not meeting people who didn't have the same expectations that we had, and kind of like just on borrowed time, but not realizing that God was going to reunite us. So number one, if you do have an ex, be careful what you say about your ex, because God has a sense of humor and you don't know exactly what God will do. Because Demetrius and I were, we was at wit's end, and we didn't see ourselves as being ever getting back together. So, it was a has-been. But when you're getting back out there in the dating age and you say that you're 57 years young, and, I don't know if you ever been married before. I don't know, or you just been in a long-term relationship. Either case, it's still disheartening because you think you know somebody and you don't. And then when it's time for that bus to stop, you was not aware, or you seen the signs and you didn't quite want to acknowledge the sign. So now you got to do something. And it has even put you or him in a situation of being single. So when you are getting back out there to date, this would be my advice, that if something happened to Demetrius and I now, I'm 49, how would I get back out there to navigate today's time?
50 years old, honey, but
yeah, I'm 49. I'll be 50.
Now you're 50.
I'll be 50 next year. I'll be 50. I will be 50. God's will. So what I would do, I would, number one, first, get to know me. That's one thing that I didn't do when Demetrius and I first separated. I was trying to fill a void. I was running around meeting people, people that, I look back on like, Angie, well, how did you? Listen, but unfortunately, you grow up, you make mistakes. I mean, you make mistakes and then you grow up and you wish like, some things you just got to take to your grave because you just can't understand like how did you allow yourself to choose those particular people. So, in hindsight, I'm gonna tell you what I did last, what should have been my first. First, get to know you. Pull some time back. If you've been in a long term relationships, however you and your last partner were together, find out what some things that you like. Cause some of the things that you like, it probably wasn't, you just did them because that was in your relationship, not because you was fond of, doing them. And that's what I did. When I finally got by myself and God took all my friends away, so I didn't have friends, that I was hanging out with all the time. So I had a chance to just get to know and navigate me. Journal. Journal some things and see where your thoughts are. Journal some things and forgive yourself. That's huge. Make sure you forgive yourself because again, whatever part that you played against, poor decisions or whatever, make sure that you pull yourself back in order to see exactly like what's happening, with yourself. So I'm just gonna tell you, be careful with that. Be very, very careful and make sure you find out exactly what's going on with you and find out what I like, what I dislike. So that way when you go meeting somebody else, some of the things that, hey, I know I like to go on a date night. And if this man is not a person that goes date night, don't even waste his time. Don't waste his time because he look good. Don't waste his time. Have your non-negotiables. And I think Demetrius and I have did a podcast.
I was thinking the same thing. We did a podcast. Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. We did a podcast. Go and research that and put it in your search box wherever you listen to a podcast. But create you some non-negotiable because a lot of times that'll save us. We'll end up dating people and you think, oh, that's a little. I think Demetrius love to say that's a little S before it turned into big S. Don't even waste your time. If you know that you and that person absolutely do not have nothing in common, I don't care how good they look. I don't care what kind of job they have. I don't care what they doing to you or for you. If you know deep down in your heart that's not it, then go ahead and pull yourself back. Go ahead and remove yourself. Don't even do it. All right, Demetrius.
Oh, okay. Tammy, I guess you kind of been a little light with you. I'm gonna come on. I guess you're a woman, but I'm gonna come a little heavy with it. I just feel like women. Tammy didn't say. I guess the woman was married. I assume Tammy was married too. But when a lady, when y'all get to old, like in y'all 50s or 60s and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's about over for y'all. What I mean by that, you can't be leaving your husband. I mean, I understand the man beating on you, fighting with you, but sometimes, man, you trying to go find something better out there, and you made a mistake. You should have stayed where you were. That's why you ain't no man want no old ass woman. I hate to say it like y'all. He wants something from me. He do want you. It's something he want. Now you say, now man, he can pull it off. And my wife, like I say, I got to buy. But men been doing it. We've been giving women money, taking care of a woman. An older woman has not been by no man. And you do that, you can get you a man. A man been doing it all his life. I hate to say it, man, we do it. We go buy women. But I mean buy, spend money on, take them out, treat them good, but women don't do men like that. So there's not been a hold no man, stay with no old ass woman. He ain't gonna do it. Yeah. A young boy get there, he gonna hit you. You gotta take care of it. Older man, you in your 50, he want a younger woman. He don't want no old woman. And I know my words ain't the best word. Y'all got to excuse me, ladies, but I'm just keeping it real. That's why I'm a realist. I don't like being. I want this podcast to be about real, no be fake talking. Because I ain't going to say bad words, but I'm just saying. I say older women, man, just don't like older women. So you got a husband who wanted you, and you stay with. Don't leave your husband because you think something better out there. You gonna with that long with you might gonna ride that out, man. And let's see now he beating on you and just doing very disrespectful. I can understand you getting out of it, but you just feeling like you got tired of him. He ain't doing like he used to. He don't take you like he used to. Man, that shit you can get around it. And when you get out there, once you get out there in the open, all men want to do is hit. I've been around men my age right now. And these men still talking about hitting women like they damn 20. I'm looking like, damn, man, you 55, 50. Who trying to be a playboy today? But you got them out there. I didn't believe it till I got a woman told me one time in the dentist office. I was getting my teeth and she told me she was 50 something. She said, all these men 55, they still they 20. I just don't believe that because I'm from South Carolina, old country town. But once I got down here in Atlanta, Georgia, got around these men, I see she wasn't lying. So my advice to women who married, who think about leaving their husband, you better make sure that's what you want to do. You better make sure, because all you going to do is get laid. And I know, especially black women, I know y'all, because I love my black women, but y'all don't like to have sex. Y'all ain't no sex. We did a podcast on that one time. Y'all don't like to have sex. Y'all getting y'all 50. All you want to do is have sex to get me in there, but a black man in the state, man, they got viral, they got Seattle, they got what the thing called, the red what?
Mm-hmm.
They got all these pills.
They got honey.
Yeah, they got honey. So y'all might gonna get out of that mess. Best thing you stay with the husband when you will, or be by yourself. Cause you get a man, he don't give a damn. He's 55 or he's 30. He gonna still want to have sex. So you gonna have a problem. So the black women, I'm saying y'all don't like to have sex, y'all know I ain't lying. When you hit by 50, 45 to 50, y'all down about one day a week.
I'll be 50 next year. So what you gonna do?
Hell, I mean, I can't do nothing but just take it. Hell, I ain't gonna leave you, but hell,
good.
You know, I just
good answer.
Hey, but we worked something out like we did last night. We worked something out. You know, we can do pretty good. I'm 54 years old, y'all, and I still can do what I need to do. But I ain't. She'll tell you. I talk about it all the time. I got it in my head. I don't care what y'all women do. You can be 60, a man 60 years old. Unless you want to have sex, you might as well just stay with your husband when you will. Y'all gotta understand. My wife, I know her. She know how I am. I know she is. But if I left her, she left me. I can go get me a younger woman and make it with her. I can make her. I'm gonna have to buy her now. I already know I'm gonna take care of her. But she can't do that. She might get a man, or she can get a man later. That's all he's gonna do. He ain't gonna be with her. He's not gonna stay because she ain't able to take care of no man. She's not putting money on no man, and y'all women ain't gonna do it. You know, that was why I see a couple white ladies. They'll do it. You know, older white ladies. They'll take care of a man. But I ain't seeing too many black women. All they want to do is cook for them and clean up the house, but they don't want to spend no money. So I gotta save my wife some. I know she got something to say about everything I say. But Miss Tammy, I don't know what you got your husband or you married. You better go back to him because you gonna get smashed too. He gonna hit and he gonna get on through. I hate to say it like that, but that gonna happen. And Miss Tammy ain't right in want me to tell her a lie. She mad, you know, she ain't right in here want me to be all conservative. She want to hear the truth. And I'm gonna tell her how men think. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you have it. You tell Miss Tammy what you want to tell her. I got some more to tell her too.
No, I'm the only thing that I'm gonna say that Demetrius is right to a certain degree. It will be somebody out there to love you, and now we don't know when, but I'm just a believer in God and faith that you will find somebody. But the thing is, you're gonna have to kiss a couple toes to get to your prince. I just believe that because even when I was on the chat line, I was just down at Dr. Jamal Bryant's church for the health fair, and I was talking where we was at this cowboy a western table, and so the man who owned it was trying to get this man to buy one of his hats, and he said, "Ma'am, how do he look with that hat on?" I said, "Oh, that hat's very becoming of you," and because it really was a nice cowboy hat. And so when the man was finished talking, and he ended up not getting the hat, and so he started talking to me, and then he said, "Ma'am, where are the women that like you?" And I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Where are the women that's like you? That's nice, that's can carry a conversation."
What man asked you that?
The man that about the hat.
Where's going back now? Take me down. Tell me. I tell you. I tell him. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I've been playing, y'all.
The man would have had it, and and when he said that, so when he said that, I was kind of a little taken back. But I can imagine men's is having a hard time too, Demetrius, because you know what? That's what that's my fourth or fifth man that I carried a conversation with.
He looking for women like you, older women.
No,
that's what he has a hard time for.
No, I'm saying that want to come to our matchmaker to their event that we having, because they saying
mixer.
they mixer. These are eligible bachelors men that got good jobs. And when I'm talking about good jobs, you remember the one that's a CRNA?
Yeah.
That man that's CRNA, he was a good job. He said the same thing. He was like, Angie, it's very hard out here to get a woman that if she's not already with her hand out and she have this laundry list of things. And I think he probably was, it was late 40s, early 50s. Then I met a man at the farmer's market that was down there, and I don't know if that Conyers where I was. That man, he was he worked at Delta in aerospace. So these men that I see, they have very nice jobs. Now I can't say if they crazy and possessive, but they want to keep what they have too. Demetri, they don't want nobody coming to mooch off them. So they having some.
I got some news for them too. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm just only saying that it is some men that's out here. I have met few. Like I said, I don't know them personally like that, but I have carried conversations with these gentlemen. And of course, when these men are talking to me, they disappointed, number one, that I'm married and I'm taken. And number two, they want to know, like, where can you find a woman that's not don't have their hand out, that's not coming with a lot of baggage? And and ladies, unfortunately, touching on a little bit what Demetrius saying, men do want to have sex. God put us on here to mate, but unfortunately, I know some of us do get in our moods, and sex in our younger years, sex be high on priority list. But as you get older, you kind of pull away, and you trying to navigate life. You trying to navigate these health issues. But I'm gonna tell you what's important. What's important is who's gonna be there with me as I age, and who's gonna be there at the doctor visit. Who's gonna be able to make a sound decision for me? Who's gonna be there that when I need, Demetrius and I told him, I said, if I had known I was coming back, and now we grandparents, now we go on, when you go to the store, pick my medicine up. Look what we talking about. Look at what the kind of conversations we having. So if you're not having those kind of conversations and being able to be there with your mate for the long haul, and being able to find somebody that's age appropriate. Yes, you can go out here and get a young thing and pay them, or and it is some people that's young that is attracted to older people. That's just the way of the beast. But being able to find somebody who naturally love you and being able to take you as face value,
Bingo.
That's gonna be the difficult part. And don't nobody. I mean, that's $1 million question. We'll be rich if we had the answer to it. But being able to find somebody, and I'm gonna tell you, people show up as their representative, and they have hidden agendas. And you would think you all going the same way. Y'all talk alike. Y'all going everywhere. And before you know it, and if you don't believe me, just look at divorce court. You don't believe me? Just scroll down your Facebook, your social media page. Those people seem like they were so in love. But that just means that if they couldn't work out their problems, that somebody had another agenda. So I'm just telling you, you be very, very careful on what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it.
I'm gonna tell you something. You
Yes.
talking about being careful.
Tell me.
One thing a woman need to understand, like an older woman. Okay. Cause a young man like older women sometimes. They want to, have a flashback. They never had one. But you ain't gonna let no young man give it and beat you down like that. A young boy, he gonna try to break your back. And I've been with black women and talked to other black women. They do not like that. Older women now. Young girl, black woman, yeah, they're down for it. But a woman started hitting 45, 50. Hey man, calm down. You even beat my body. I've heard him say it so many times.
Yeah.
So, but you got this husband or boyfriend, been with you for 10 or 15 years. He know that. You ain't gonna let him do that. He understand you. But the problem is you gonna got big head, you feel like you can do better. Maybe he ain't got the action like you want no more. Maybe he ain't romantic like you, so you wanna go find it again. That's the big mistake you're gonna do. Yeah. You better stay your ass at home. Unless the man putting hands on you, doing some drastic, like doing some disrespectful stuff. Like you see him riding around town with other women in the car like he's doing. I can understand that, but cause you got some little stuff in your head that you feel like you can do better out there, you make a mistake. Tammy, I bet you better not listen to this podcast. I don't know you, but you probably saying, that man right. I should have stayed with my husband or my boyfriend. So I'm just telling you, as men, I'm gonna tell y'all men while we on the subject. Y'all keep your wife, man. Like Angie said, you go get them young girl. I don't want you for your money. I know you got it, and you feel like, well, I got it, I can give it to her. But one day you're gonna get sick. The money can't help you. Then you need her to be there to help you. That's what men get tricked back. They got the money.
Got the money.
But when you get sick, can't move, that woman gonna leave you hanging. Your older lady, wife, she then like Angie said, get you the dollar, get your medicine. Tell that young girl leave your ass, man. Don't go and took your money and left you. So y'all men better be careful of that too. It ain't just women, but I know as a black, I just know black women, y'all know what I'm saying. I know y'all ain't big on sex. I know you probably say, you don't know me. I know you ain't. You ain't to have no sex 3 or 4 days a week at 45 and 50. If you're doing, you taking some, or you're a very rare breed in this world, a black woman. Y'all not been to have sex like that. So, well, man, he wants to, but he gets used to the woman. My wife don't even have sex like that. But I'm used to it. Now she want to go 3 or 4 days a week. I can go with her now. Right now I can.
Yeah.
But 1 day a week, that's what she want. That's what we'll do. But she go get a young boy, another man. Shit, you been saying, I don't want your home. I better tell your ass up before that. You ain't been. Wait a minute, now she gonna make a mistake then. You gonna left me for a man, and you can't tell him no. You want to do it, then you gonna hate him. Eventually you gonna hate him.
Yeah.
You gonna hate that man. You gonna resent him. So I just feel like women need to stay home, stay with their husband. You get to that age like that, it's time to sit your ass down. How you feel about Hunter Biden? Do you think you need to sit down or go out there, experiment, run around some more?
No, I think when you could become of a certain age, your thought process ought to be a little different. And and I'm not gonna ever tell somebody, so I'm gonna make sure I highlight what Demetri said. And I had just heard a sermon, and I'm gonna look it up on my Instagram, YouTube. And Pastor Jamal Bryant, and ladies, you all need to go listen to it. I want you to go and listen to this particular sermon. Let me see what the name of it. It's called "They Must Think I'm Stupid." That's the name of the sermon. That's the name of the sermon, and on there, what he was talking about is when you are crying over somebody and you stand with people longer than intent. You're not happy with them, but you don't have the strength to leave. You keep making excuses on being there, even though you're not happy, but you would rather sit there in misery than to go out there and chase what happiness is for you. And you putting everybody at risk just because of that. I'm never gonna tell anybody that. If you feel like you can do better, Tammy, if you was with James Doe and he did not treat you right, he did not want to do anything with you, no, do not stay there with him. If you feel like you can take your own self out to eat, if you're gonna be lonely, I'm gonna tell you what one of the worst things, Demetrius, one of the worst feelings is having a husband or having a significant other and you still feel lonely. You still gotta avoid. Don't nobody, I'm not gonna ever tell somebody to just stay. I'm not gonna stay with you, Demetrius, if I know you not treating me right. I'm not gonna stay with you just if I see me and you fussing every day, all day, and it ain't beneficial for my mental health. No, I'd rather go and be by myself where I had peace of mind. Where you know what, I was happy doing whatever. Yes, I might miss the companionship, but your peace of mind is everything. And I don't want to be in a relationship like that. Like I told you, I have been in a relationship where we were mad at each other and a whole day going by, getting up, don't say nothing, going to bed, not saying nothing. I am never, and I can put that on everything I love. I'm never going to live a life like that. But because life is too short. That if you were to pass away and the only thing that people can get up and say is your eulogy about the things that you came in and hurt them, I want people to say good things about me. You know how they're going to say good things about me? Because I feel good about myself. And that make you do good in the world. So Tammy, find out what you like doing. I don't care if it's gardening, do it. If you like giving back, go and join and donate some to the food kitchen and to the homeless. Get out here and do it. If you just want to feel that feeling where you want somebody to feel wanted and needed, go and give it to somebody who can't say thank you, who don't know you. They give it to somebody who can love you unconditionally. Go to the children's hospital, cancel no pay. Go to the nursing home. Go to somebody who don't have any loved ones. They the last of the living breed. If you really want to feel accomplished, you really want to feel what your purpose is in life, give it back to somebody who don't know you. So they can't expect nothing. These men now, so a lot of them expecting something. You tell them what kind of job you have. Majority of us nurses have to tell a lie like we do something else in healthcare because time we say nurse, they already seeing and calculating dollar signs.
Shit. I ain't good on that. How old are you when you say nurse?
I
You
don't
better say
know a
nurse.
lot of them.
25 years old, say nurse. You better
No,
get,
no,
you
not
57
all
years
of them.
old, say nurse. Hey, I'm shit.
A lot of them, I don't, Demetrius, you have a good job, but everybody don't have a decent job. And
Yeah, I
some
mean,
people,
you trying to catch that. You say nothing, you get eye line. What did that tell you?
no, but I'm just saying to be aware of that though. She's single. When you single, you already don't look for nobody, for anybody to tell you you look good. Walk out the door, I already know you look good. Walk out the door, I already know you smelling good. That when you get those compliments, they just compliments. But you go in there, you already know it. Because if you don't and you relying on somebody else to give it to you, you're going to always be hurt. Some of the decisions that I made it because I had low self-esteem. I had it because I was looking for somebody else to tell me, Angie, you look good. So I'm just telling you, go and fix yourself up. If you a little overweight, go ahead and start go to the gym. If you already, you don't have any physical activity, go and join somebody's gym. Do small increments, y'all, in order to make yourself feel good. And I'm telling you, I know you good at some things. Find out some things. Demetria, let her find out some things that she good at. So that way she can highlight in that area. Those will be her kudos and confident boosters. Because if
What kind
you
of
don't,
man you think she attract? What stuff you talking about her to do? What kind of man you think she would attract? You think?
I'm just saying that if she's saying she want to go to the gym, find it's in the gym, it's gonna be some other gym junkies in there that's single.
Yeah.
And she going to the library that like to read. Demetrius, a lot of people like to read. I didn't know bird watching was as popular as it is. It's a lot of people that like bird watching. It just wasn't my thing. I can see a bird, Demetrius, but I don't know all about it. I had a patient the other day and she knew all about it. And guess what? The next patient I had, a couple days later, he knew all about it. So it is some people there, Demetrius, that's in alignment that doing what you're doing, but you have to at first find out what you like doing and then emerge yourself into that. That's what I'm saying. If you a person that go to church, then going to the club, and there's no need for you going there looking for your church guy because he may or may not go to church and go to church regularly like you. So it's that's false belief if you think you're gonna meet somebody and then you're gonna convert them later.
How about I agree with you to a certain extent. I just feel like, and I gotta go back again. I know I sound like I'm hating on black women. I'm not hating on y'all. I know y'all. You getting like that age, like 57, 60. I think, man, you just gonna stay by yourself. I wouldn't get a look for no man.
Why?
I found a little friend.
57?
Anyway,
she ain't dead.
No, man, y'all, but you don't want a man like to have sex. You gotta find a man who don't have no sex.
That means
Like
that ain't what it all is. That's what I'm saying.
shit.
You,
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying that's all in your head. And you, mostly y'all men who keep saying that y'all is going through menopause, which is a man menopause, and y'all going through the age, cause then that's when y'all think y'all can do all that stuff and y'all can't. Health issues done took you. A lot of y'all on medication, you can't perform anyway. So in y'all head, y'all think y'all can do all this and that, and y'all can't.
Is Seattle still out there?
Who?
Is Seattle still out there?
Yeah, I work at the urologist's office. I know it's out there.
Is Viagra still out there?
Yes.
Okay. Keep on talking.
But guess what? Do you know the side effects that come with that? The side effects, Demetrius, so miserable. That's why a lot of them don't take it. The side effects is so devastating. It will bust your heart down, or the side effects that comes with that medicine. So yes, it's gonna give you a good blood flow. I had a patient. I had many women. Their husband do not take it. That's the reason why. So don't you get
that.
So I'm just saying that you getting all hyped up. Oh, I'm gonna take the medicine.
Not when the medicine. I ain't gonna take nothing. Don't put them words in my mouth.
You did, yes, you did. You say when it come time for me to take it, I'm gonna take my medicine. That's
if
what
I
you
needed
said.
to, I would, but I don't need it. So don't put that on me. I don't need no medicine right now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't now, but it's gonna be coming soon.
Well, that's why I keep going to the gym, doing my push-ups, keep my.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got to complain.
And what younger woman you think gonna want to do that? Got to
What?
wait on you to get pumped and prime. What young woman gonna do that?
I ain't gotta get pumped. What you talking about? Get pumped in prime?
She
They
gonna
got pill.
look.
They got pill. You take it.
You
Huh?
keep hollering about the pills. What
I
young
don't need
woman?
no pill.
But you said, Angie, if I need pills, I take them. I said, what young woman want to wait till you get pumped and primed up?
I don't know what you say. Pumped in prime. What you mean by get pumped in
If
prime?
you got to take a medication, Demetrius, oh, young woman ain't got time for that. You gonna pay her.
Minute.
You gonna pay her, and you gonna keep on going.
And all I'm saying, and older black women, y'all get set in y'all ways. Like I say, in about six. I'm not gonna get stuck on no six, but no about men and women. But y'all get old. Y'all just you don't fit. You let yourself go. You don't take care of yourself no more. You get fat as hell. I mean, y'all women just then you want a man when you younger, you're fine. But man, you say, look at him. But he can go get him a young fine that girl. How you gonna do it?
Oh, you gonna pay her.
All right, but why a black woman pay no man? A fine young man, why they won't pay?
She will.
Shit, paying about 2-3 times, that's it.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. She'll pay.
Well,
if the price is right and the package is good, she will pay.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, she will.
Hey, 57.
Oh yeah, she will.
57 years old, 60-year-old women.
56-year-old.
50-year-old women, 49-year-old women.
If you 57, go and look for you about a 36, 40-year-old that's still in the gym.
Yeah, but Angie.
He'll turn her every which way but loose.
What Halle Berry say at the time?
I don't care what Halle Berry
says. You get that age that it ain't working like you used to work.
They go same thing for you.
No, I got a pill, but y'all got a little dry.
Look what you just said. You keep hollering about a pill. I'm sorry to bring that to you, honey. Don't work that way.
What's that girl name? What's that girl's name? Woman name? Vivian Fox. Another lady. What her name is? Player Club. What her name is? Who?
Roger.
No, playing Player Club. Barrett. What name? Barrett sister. What name is? Oh God, Debret. What's her name?
You just called her name.
No, her sister, Debret. Sister name.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Ray. That's it. So they can't. Why they got them in? All that money, fine as hell. Well, it was fine. See, they ain't like they was. They gonna lost all that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What woman name paid sister? That name Tracy something.
Yeah, Tracy Ellis.
Okay, she the same way.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get a man. You know why? Cause they ain't putting to do what it take to keep one. Well, they ain't gonna do it.
I'm just gonna say, even to that, Demetri done some highly successful ladies.
Why they got no man there?
Wait a minute, I'm not saying why they don't have a man. I'm just saying that once you get up to a rank, it's certain caliber of men that you looking for. Now, me personally, sometimes you can lower your standards a little bit and not try to meet somebody that's like on your pay scale or, that's doing a little bit of something. Sometimes, Demetrius, a woman see you and she was like, I don't want, you might not be making enough money for them.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I can't just say that, I'm sure men are attracted.
Men making money they're looking for. Plenty of men like that make that kind of money. What the whole of it?
But a lot of times when men are making that kind of money, Demetrius, they are going for younger women. They're not going for older women.
Bingo.
So that's my whole
story.
So that's what I'm saying. So when the playing grounds are not even, unless you and I, the only reason you and I are together is because I've been talking to you since I was younger. But I can pretty much tell you that if you put it out there, me and you still wouldn't be in the same category of Angie. You would talk to Demetrius? No.
Yeah, hell yeah, you will.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't talk to me. Shit. You don't turn me down. You don't leave that. You don't do dollar like that. You don't do me like that, baby. Shit. Look at Tammy. I'm going to close the podcast, Tammy, before we get right over here. We got to move on. Move on, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, thank you for writing in. I'm going to Angie close it out. But yeah, Tammy, just if you got an old husband or something and he's single, go on back there. You got a better chance there. I ain't telling you settle for nothing, but you think you gonna get some out there? You gonna get you some, but it ain't what you want, baby. But I hope you. It's possible. Hey, I'm pulling for you, but I'm betting against you. All right, Hunter Bun, you go ahead and let me close it out. I'm gonna leave Tammy alone. I'm gonna, if I talk too much, I don't want to run people off.
Tammy, again, thank you so much for writing in. Please write us back and keep us updated on what your dating situation like. What did you do? And listen, Demetrius is entitled to his opinion, and so am I. But at the end of the day, you do what's best for you. Don't let anybody discourage you, because if God has it, I already had you and your God have had a talk, and you know that you are wife material and you desire to be with somebody. He'll change that. But again, if like I said, look at your list, look at your non-negotiables, and put yourself in a place that is gonna make you excel. So be very careful when you saying that, when you choosing somebody. Don't just settle for somebody just because you're lonely, just because you're 57. You're not dead. You're 57, still young and youthful, still going places. But again, get to know yourself before you go adding these other people, because again, the devil know what you like, and they will send the more characters same way, just different in different clothing. So again, find out the things that you like, get to know yourself, and then and only then will God be able to put you back on the radar so a man can find you. Because if not, if you do it the other way around, a lot of times you'll be more miserable because you chose the exterior, what they look like, and you did not see what their heart was. And you made excuses on looking at their overall behavior. So you know you don't like nobody to smoke. Don't even act like you do. Just go ahead and cut it right off. Nope, don't even do it. It's too much changing. All right, this is the Lead Life Experience Podcast. Again, if you want to get your questions heard, don't forget to text us at 833-370-1608. Put relationships without an S in the comment. So get your topics heard or either be a guest, and we here. All right, the Lead Life Experience Podcast.
Hi, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lead Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us at text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comment.